Hello all, it's Alyssa. I also go by Lyss or Alsira, whichever is okay. If you are new here, welcome. If you're a subscriber or a lurker, welcome back. For this video, we'll be going through my favorite reads from the second half of 2024. Yes, this should have been uploaded last year, but life doesn't always go the way you want it. I have more videos in the making, and I'll be making great use of this channel. One of the ways is doing a live stream. If you see it here, yes, that is my face, and that is part of my bedroom. I don't know when I'll be doing our first live stream, but I'll let you all know. I want to be more interactive with my community, and this is one of the ways. Plus, if I reach a certain amount of subscribers, I get some super chats. That's always fun, and I'm currently unemployed. Please support me via Linktree in the description down below. What was I? Yes, Fave reads. Well, actually, before I get to that, I do have something to note. A little bit of an accomplishment. I don't jinx this, but I recently reached 500 subscribers on this channel. That's awesome. I'm hoping to gain more subscribers and more views so I can get more perks on this channel. Okay, back to my favorite reads. Disclaimer. This video contains my opinions and some of your favorite books or authors may be in this video. We do not have to agree on the same thing. I encourage discussions in my comment section, but keep it civil, I am monitoring. Similar to last time, I'll be using Storygraph because they have a more concise way of organizing books, and I'll be going through the months from July to December. I will be talking about the amount of pages and books I've read, as well as comparing them to the previous months. I will pick out my favorite read from each month, as well as an honorable mention. My first video on the first half of 2024 will be linked down below. Without further ado, let's carry on. July. I have read 5 books and read up to 2,513 pages. This month has some good reads, no pun intended, and there was a bit of a theme going on here. You see, I have a bookshelf on my desk, and occasionally I switch out books for the ones I'm going to be reading next. For this month, the books on my shelf were dragon themed. So either they had dragons in the book itself, or on the cover, or in the title itself. Let me decide. For July's favorite read, I'm going to go with The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo by Stieg Larsson. This book belonged to my sister and ended up on my shelf. I enjoy a good mystery novel, and this book did not hold back. I did watch the movie on Max, the one with Daniel Craig and Rooney Mara. An honorable mention is So Let Them Burn by Camilla Cole. A great fantasy taking place during the Bosch colonial era of Jamaica. I can't wait for the sequel, This Ends in Embers, and it was giving me like Arcane vibes. August, another month with 5 books read. Pages read amounted to 1,454, decreasing but still a good amount of pages. This month had varied reading paces because the second half of August I went on vacation. I was traveling a lot with my family, visiting Berlin, Prague, and London. Not to mention, I ended up being sick in London. Still, I had favorites. My favorite read is Where Sleeping Girls Lie by Frida Abike Iamide. I apologize if I mess up your name. Spectacular book. This book convinced me to read more dark academia and books written by this author. The twist was everything I'm stealing from my book. I'm joking, but still, it's a very good twist. My honorable mention is Of Jade and Dragons by Amber Shen. I have the Alcrate version, is blue with some gold etchings. I'm interested in where this book will go. September. I think you're going to start seeing a pattern here. For this month, I read 5 books, and my page count came up to 1,690. My favorite read for September is Let Her Be Evil, an anthology by Cassandra Jones. It's a graphic novel about women being evil for evil's sake or willing to do anything for revenge. Many of the women featured don't have much reason to be rationalized. Every story is illustrated and written by different people. One of the stories in this collection I like is Dogma. I will expand on that in a later video. I learned about this anthology through a class I took in my grad school concerning female villains, and my professor had done an interview with the author, an editor, actually. The editor, I should say. And that's how I learned about the this place called Zoom or Zoop or something. It's kind of like a Kickstarter for novels to be crowdfunded. My honorable mention is The Last Blood cover by Vanessa Lay. Just like Amber Shen's novel, it's also an illustrated edition. Beautiful cover, beautiful story. I was taken back by the ending. You can me like getting into Ninth vibes. I'm looking forward to the sequel. October. This is probably the final month of that 5-book streak. That being said, I read about 1,411 pages. There were a lot of great books I read that month. My favorite read for October is I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy. Powerful memoir, one of the best nonfictions I read this month and the year. My honorable mention is Sleep Like Death by Kaylin Brown. It's an illustrated edition, and I like the reverse cover more than the front cover, but that's just me. It's the retelling of the Snow White story, except now the knight and the mirror are weapons. November. My book count has increased by 1. So for that month, I read about 6 books and 1,960 pages. Some of my favorites were in here, but I can only choose one. November's favorite read is Getting Into Night by Tamsin Muir. One Wild Ride. Remind me of Legendborn in terms of pacing and world building, except we're in space.
To the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
I ordered Harold the Ninth, which I have on my shelf right now, and I cannot wait to read that this year. My honorable mention is Iron Widow by Ziran J. Zhao. Sci-fi futuristic China, and we see a young woman fight her way to become China's only female emperor, Wu Zishan. A sequel, Heavenly Tyrant, was released recently at the time of writing this script, so I'm looking forward to that. December, last but not least. December, my birthday month. I read 6 books and 1,560 pages. In case I hadn't mentioned this before, I've been reading a lot of books written by Tove Johnson. In fact, she is my most read author of 2024. I'll get into more specifics in a later video. Tove was the creator of the Moomin Valley universe, so you won't be surprised when I say that this month's favorite read is Moomin Land Midwinter. Very fitting for that month and season. My honorable mention, At the End of the River Styx by Michelle Kowicki. I have the illustrated edition. I love the story. The cover is beautiful. It speaks about death, sacrifice, and love, all in an ancient Greek setting and the Pacific Northwest. Those have been my favorite reads from each month and from the second half of 2024, as well as the honorable mentions. Stay tuned for a 12 on 12 where I pit my favorite reads against each other and see which one was my all-time favorite of 2024. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to commission art for me via Ko-fi or donate via Ko-fi. I have affiliate links in a poetry book called Kaleidoscope. I also have another poetry book coming out this year, which I'll be talking about very soon. Everything you need to find out about me is in my link tree down below. I hope you see my next video. Make sure to hydrate and be safe. Bye.